Hey guys, Mike from Ability Science, post call, and I'm on my way home, and I had a thought the other day and I had to vlog about it. And pretty much this one is for and specifically aimed at our first and second year medical students who are doing their basic sciences. And that's been a common theme in these first couple of vlogs, and there's a reason for that, and you know, we'll be progressing on to other things. But for right now, I want to focus on my first and second semester basic science medical students who are sitting in a cubicle, in a corner in Starbucks, in some library, in their dorm rooms, wherever you are. And I know you're hunkered down and you're studying really hard and you're surrounded by books and you're probably amped up on coffee and energy drinks and all sorts of stuff. We don't advise you to do that, but we know the life of a first and second year medical student, and this one is for you. I know that at times I found it very difficult for myself to find motivation to keep studying some of the basic science material because it just seems so far removed from what I thought I was going to be doing as a doctor. You know, doing Punnett squares and figuring out heritability and determining which enzyme is deficient in some reaction in biochemistry did not seem relevant to me at all. And in the grand scheme of things, it may not seem relevant. But I'm going to tell you, it is actually necessary, it is important, and it's what distinguishes us as physicians. When you have that level of understanding, you can think of problems in forwards and reverse and really break it down into its individual elements to look at a complex patient and try to determine what's necessary for them. And I see, you know, the really great physicians that I work with doing that, and it reminds me that those things are necessary, but it may not seem like it. And to a medical student, that may not seem that important. So what I was hoping to do today is to share a story of an experience that I had the other day, and maybe motivate you to, you know, think, I know why I'm here, I know why I'm doing these things, because I know that eventually I'm going to be in clinic, eventually I'm going to be in the hospital, and I'm going to get to experience all the things that I wanted to. And so that's the point of this vlog, is to kind of provide a little bit of motivation. So let me give you a little bit of background. I'm in an OBGYN rotation right now, and I'm in the clinic phase of that rotation. And so I go to an OB clinic and I see patients for their regular OB visits, and they come in and we check fundal height, and we check fetal heart rate, and we make sure that the baby's doing okay and that they're progressing how they normally should. And the other day we had a couple come in for an evaluation, and they are both deaf, and they came with an interpreter, and we were explaining to them how the visit was going to go, that we were going to do fundal height to see how big the baby is, and we were going to do fetal heart rate to make sure that the baby's heart sounds nice and strong. And it dawned on me, how are they going to hear the heart? Like, the most exciting thing that a mom gets to do at those early prenatal visits is hear the heartbeat. And I'm like, she's not going to be able to hear that. That's horrible. That's sad. So I said to the translator, hey, we're going to do fetal heart rate, but it's audible. How? And he says, we got you. We've run into this before. And essentially what we do is we bring the heart rate monitor, the ultrasound, off of the wall, and we put it down, we turn the volume up, and then the mom puts her hand on top of the speaker and feels the vibrations and understands that that's the heartbeat. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I never would have thought about that. So, you know, that's an interesting thing for a very small subset of patients that can really make the difference in their visits. Very cool. And I gotta tell you, it was as amazing as it sounds to see this mom as she put her hand down and she felt this vibration and she's looking all confused, and the translator's explaining, that's your baby's heart. And to see her husband put his hand on there, and for them to realize that together, that they were feeling the baby's heartbeat for the first time, and the mixture of emotions that was going on in the room, it was just amazing. And I walked out of that room and I was like, who gets to do this? Who gets to experience something like that? And the truth is, no one really, unless you're in healthcare. And unfortunately, as we all know, the gateway into healthcare, you have to go through the appropriate steps. And so the message to this vlog is, A, your basic sciences may seem far removed, but they're absolutely necessary. And B, that you're gonna get to do some amazing and cool things once you're done with these basic science years. And so hopefully you can find some motivation, some spark, and to just hunker down, study hard, get through the basic sciences so that you can get out and that you can do some of these things that you wanted to do when you entered medical school, and the things that you think about as being doctorly when you thought about going to medical school. So hopefully you guys can find some motivation in that. I'm going to give you another example of a story down below. It's going to be a link to a story about a friend of mine who was in his family med residency and kind of had a similar experience of just something really unique and amazing that only individuals that are in medicine could experience. And it was something that I used while I was in medical school to give myself motivation to be like, I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. And it was his story. So I'll post the link down below to Dr. Dlugosz's story, so that you guys can kind of read about it or view it in the video, and you can hopefully it'll provide you with some motivation like it provided me to just battle through and get through that stuff. Also, I want to take this opportunity to challenge all of you healthcare providers who have been through this already, who are out there and who are in medicine, to post a story down below of an amazing experience that you had that's unique to medicine. Let's show, some of the medical students who are out there who might be feeling discouraged, who might be feeling kind of down, who might be feeling like they made a mistake and made a wrong choice, that there is, light at the end of that tunnel. There is different experiences out there, and hopefully reading some of this stuff can, if they're studying for an exam and they just feel exhausted, or they're studying for step 1 and they're just like their brain can't take anymore, maybe they can read some of these stories and be reminded that this is why they went to school, to be a doctor, and that'll give them a little bit of motivation to make that final push and to be as successful as they can be. All right, so that's the point of this vlog. That's what our hopes are, to provide you guys, your first and second year med students, with some motivation. So be sure to like us and comment and follow us on all the social medias and all that kind of good stuff, and hopefully you guys found this useful and entertaining, and we will see you guys again next week with some more vlog stuff. So take care, study hard, it's gonna be worth it, trust me, keep doing what you're doing, and we will talk to you guys really soon. All right, take care.